Virgin Atlantic offers a bid system where you can upgrade your seat for a fraction of the cost. So you could be flying in luxury in upper class or in more comfort in premium economy for such a small cost. Just a few £100s. So today I'm going to let you know all about Virgin's bid system, how to use it, and my own personal experience of winning my bid for an upper class seat flying Virgin Atlantic. My name is Sophie from Most Magical Guides, and I make videos packed full of tips and advice to help you visit the Disney parks like a pro, helping you to maximise the magic by mastering the planning. If you do like this type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you never miss a video. Not many people know about this bid system where you could get an upgrade for just a few £100s, and I was one of those people. In 2022, I was flying out to Orlando to visit Disney World, and I found out about the bid system. I put in my bid, I put in the lowest amount, and I was successful, and I got to fly in upper class for the very first time. So today I'm going to talk you step by step how to use the bid system, what the caveats are as to who can use it and how to use it, and let you know all about my amazing experience flying upper class. Once you have booked your Virgin Atlantic flight, when you go to look at your booking, you'll be able to see your flight details, pick your seats and your meals, all of the usual things. But if you scroll down the page, you will see an option to upgrade. Here you have the option of paying for your upgrade, or you can put in your bid. If you have purchased economy tickets, you can bid to go for premium economy or upper class. And if you've already booked premium economy, you can bid for an upper class upgrade. With this booking we're currently looking at, it is for my flight for this September, and because I've already paid for premium economy, it's giving me the cost to upgrade from premium to upper class. When I flew in 2022, I had actually booked an economy seat, and I was able to also do the bid system for upper class this way. What's great is it does show you how much it would cost if you were to just pay for your upgrade. As you can see, if I wanted to upgrade from premium to upper class, it would cost me £1,711 extra, and that's just one way. To return would be an extra £1,726, so it'd be over £3,400 to upgrade my flights. But there is a little link that also said bid for an upgrade, and this is what you're going to click on. On the bid page, you can see exactly how it works. They give you a step-by-step guide, and it's also where you can put in your bid. The bid is on a sliding scale where they will tell you how successful they think you will most likely be with the bid amount you put in. Now, there is a minimum bid amount, so do be aware of this. But when I went for my trip in 2022, I put in the very minimum amount, and I was successful. For my upcoming trip, you can see the minimum bid for my outbound journey is £410, and for the return it is £380. Now, it is worth noting that you do have to pay tax and fees on top of this, so it will be a bit more than what is quoted here. Of course, if you put in a higher bid, there is a higher likelihood you will succeed because they're obviously going to take the highest bids first. But it is worth a try if you want to put in the minimum bid. I was a solo traveller, and I think this worked massively in my favour because I only needed one seat. If there are more of you, it may be more difficult because they're trying to accommodate multiple people. So it is worth thinking about what were you willing to pay for your bid. Something that is great is you do have the option to cancel your bid if you change your mind. Now, Virgin's website does say that you can cancel your bid up to 2 days in advance of your flight. What I would say is that they tend to pick the bid winners between 2 to 7 days ahead of the flight, and they will automatically take the payment out once you have been successful. So to be sure that you don't get charged, I would cancel with at least a week ahead of your flight if you do change your mind. But the great thing is, once you've placed your bid, you do put your card details in, and if you are successful, you don't have to do anything. It all comes out automatically, and a few days before your flight, you will receive an email to let you know you have won your bid. It's 2 days before I fly to Florida. It's a Thursday, I fly on a Saturday, and I've just had some super exciting news. So months and months ago, I put in a bid to upgrade on Virgin to upper class, and my bid has been accepted. I am so excited, like what an experience it's gonna be. This was such an exciting email to receive. I had never flown upper class before, and because I put in the minimum bid, I didn't know if I'd be successful. So to know I was gonna have this incredible experience and all the extra perks that come with it was fantastic. The great thing about upgrading your seat is that you also get the benefits that come with it. So for example, if you go from economy to premium or upper class, you will then get 2 bags that are automatically included. You won't need to pay for extras. If you do win your bid for upper class, you'll get to use the Virgin Clubhouse, where you have amazing food and drink on offer. It's all free. It's an amazing relaxed setting. And you also have a private viewing deck of the runway. I absolutely loved my time in the Virgin Clubhouse. The fact that this is included is fantastic. The added perks can really make the bid worthwhile, because if, for example, you were going to be flying economy, but you wanted to pay to take an extra bag with you, this can cost a lot. But if you do the bid, it will be included, and you can actually kind of do some math in your mind that it's actually okay, because the bag would have cost me quite a lot to pay for if I just paid for it outright. But the bid, it seems worthwhile because I'm now getting the bag free, so the bid isn't even that expensive. It is worth noting, if you want to bid for an upgrade, you do have to put in a bid for everyone in your party. So you can't upgrade just 1 or 2 people, it has to be everyone on the booking. The one other caveat is that you do have to have booked with Virgin. So when I went in 2022, I'd booked my flights directly with Virgin Atlantic, which is why I could bid. Last year, I went to Disneyland in California and I did fly with Virgin, but I didn't book with Virgin. Instead, I booked with Air France. Now, Air France are a code sharing airline with Virgin, which means certain airlines kind of group together and they all share the same flight. So even though I was going to be flying on a Virgin plane and a Virgin flight, I bought my tickets through Air France. And I did this because I bought them when Air France were having an incredible sale and I saved over £1,000. But be aware, if you do book with another airline, because of code sharing, you can't do the bid for an upgrade. But if you have saved a lot of money by booking with another airline, sometimes it doesn't matter. And it really is that simple. You just log into your booking, scroll down to the upgrade section, put in your bid, and then keep your fingers crossed that you are successful. I have to say, I think the bid system is absolutely fantastic. It gives you the opportunity to fly in so much more comfort and experience things you maybe would never normally get the chance to experience. In 2022, I was flying economy and I upgraded to upper class via the bid system for £420 extra. Now, there were taxes and fees on top, so it came to around £500 in total. Now, at that time, flights were much more expensive because it was post-pandemic, there were less flights flying, and to have paid to upgrade one way, it would have been £3,500. So to do it for just £500 was incredible, and it was a fifth of the price. Now, I did only win my bid one way because unfortunately for me, when I was in Orlando, there was a hurricane and I had put a bid for my flight home, but because so many flights had been cancelled, they were all completely full, so there was no options to upgrade. But fingers crossed, I will try again in the future and that won't be the case. I never ever thought I would ever get the experience to fly upper class because of the cost. So this was such a fantastic way to get the experience, and I now have the bug because it was excellent. Everything was top notch. The Virgin Clubhouse was absolutely fantastic. The staff could not have been more friendly. They had a great menu and you could actually order things on your phone and they would just be brought to your table. You could order as much food and drinks as you wanted. They had such a wide variety on offer. They also have a fully stocked bar, they had pelotons, they had games to play, they had free newspapers and magazines. As I say, I absolutely loved that viewing deck, and it's just a really great way to relax ahead of your flight because only people in there are people that are flying upper class, so you are away from the rest of the airport. You don't have that hustle bustle, that kind of nervous energy. You're just in a very relaxed, comfortable environment. And it worked out super well for me as well because unfortunately my flight was delayed for around 3 hours, but I just got to hang out in the Virgin Clubhouse more and it was a great experience. And of course, once you are on the plane, it is a literally remarkable experience. From the second you step on board, the crew could not be friendlier. You get a welcome drink, you get given menus to see what you would like to eat later in the flight. You also have the most amazing comfortable seats. Let me tell you, the difference between flying economy or premium economy and upper class is like a world away. I was blown away by it. The seats are more like armchairs, and of course they do lie flat, but what was great is you just had so much leg room. You even had a footrest in front of you. Around your seat you had plenty of places to put your belongings and little platforms where you could put your items on tables, which was really, really handy. You also had an unbelievably large TV screen, so you weren't watching on a tiny little screen like you usually are. This was on an absolutely massive screen, which really made it a completely different experience. And you had lots and lots of privacy. I was sat in the middle, and you were able to put a section between you and the person next to you if you don't know them. Of course, if you do know each other, you can keep that down so you can chat during the flight, unless you want to put it up. Some people would like to have a little bit of peace and quiet from their other half or the people they're traveling with during the flight. But I loved that. And then also on the aisle side, you can also put over a privacy screen, and you really feel like you're in a cocoon. I hardly saw anyone during the flight. It was just so peaceful and relaxing. All of the meal services are fantastic. You get proper plates, proper cups, and the food was very, very good. You also had a snack menu for light bites, so if you were peckish during the meal, you could actually order extra food, and they also had a section where you could pick up some snacks. And of course, there is also a little lounge area for people to sit in. So if you don't want to sit in your seat, you could go and hang out somewhere else in the upper class cabin. I have to say it was worth absolutely every single penny. And I'm sure that's no surprise to you, but I would absolutely recommend you try out the bid system. This gives you the opportunity to fly in a way that is more comfortable and has more perks, but for a fraction of the usual price, and I just cannot fault it. The bid system is absolutely fantastic. I will be doing it again. I also love that you do have the option to bid for premium economy. Premium is a great experience to have. The seats are wider, you have more leg room, you have that extra bag, so there are lots and lots of perks. So if you're wanting to have a more comfortable flight, but it not be as pricey as an upgrade to upper class, then going for premium is definitely worth it. I hope this video has given you a nice rundown of the Virgin bid system and maybe inspired you to bid on your next flight. If you do, I hope you have a wonderful experience, and I wish you good luck that you do win your bid. If you'd like to see what my full travel day experience flying upper class with Virgin Atlantic to Orlando is like, stick around to the end where I'll put a link to a video. If you are busy planning your next Disney trip, but you have some burning questions about the planning, then do check out my Disney trip planning service. Here I can give you tips and advice tailored specifically to you, either through a Zoom call or through a bespoke itinerary planning service where I plan your trip out for you. And I also have planning templates, so do go check these services and templates out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, I hope you have a most magical day. Bye bye.